Good morning. All right. Happy Tuesday. Happy to have everybody here. Boy, I really just got all my stuff out today. I was feeling extra witchy this morning. Here we are. And welcome. Thanks for hopping on. Yeah, we've kind of did one more week of just doing this 10 o'clock class as our live class, and then posting onto the YouTube and just here onto our actual feed afterwards, so that people can have a later afternoon, evening class sort of on their own. And then hopefully by next week we'll have a better look at what our summer schedule is going to be like, and start thinking about at least getting together, maybe in a couple different parks, and just starting some outside classes and seeing how that goes for a little while. But certainly going to keep some online options as well, because I know that for a lot of people it's just a little bit easier right now, and there's still a lot of uncertainty as to what's gonna shake down over the next couple of months. So we'll play it by ear, and we'll play it safe per usual. But just wanted to let you guys know, keep your eyes and ears peeled for new stuff, hopefully starting next week if we can get it all sorted out. Anyway, that's next week. Let's talk about right here, right now. So we are going to do a strengthening class today, and before you groan and moan too much, don't worry, it's not going to be all warriors and lunges. We're going to focus mostly on core strengthening, but reminding ourselves that there's all kinds of different ways to work on strengthening your core. And the number one thing that I often need to be reminded of, and I think most people need a little reminder as well, is that when we're talking about core strength, everyone automatically thinks of abs, right? This six-pack ab thing. Pretty unrealistic notion for most people, and not on everybody's list of things that they need to have in life, right? But when we're truly talking about core, remember that pretty much everything from your sternum here all the way down to your kneecaps, 360 degrees around your body is your core. That's your trunk. That's your powerhouse when it comes to strength. So we're not just going to focus on abs. That's great. Everybody loves abs, but we're going to focus on strengthening up through these side body muscles, getting into the obliques, getting into the intercostals, doing a bunch of work for the low back, which is the number one reason I would say most people have low back pain, is because it's a weak spot in their body. And so we're going to work on strengthening the back muscles. We'll of course do some abdominals and some low belly, and then making sure that we take care of the quads and the glutes and all that stuff that's still in the core of the body. So that's our practice today. It is warm out still, so if you're in a place where it's a little bit toasty, make sure you take breaks if you need them. Please, 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 please have some water nearby, or at least available to you. And as always, listen to your body. Practice accordingly. Do what you do. Don't do what you don't do. All that good stuff, right? We always want to practice today in a way that will allow us to practice tomorrow. It's a great motto to have for your yoga practice. Practice today so that you can practice tomorrow. So on that note, let's practice. Come on back. We're going to start off in child's pose, any variation that works for you. And let yourself just kind of settle in, whether your knees are together or apart. If your hips are open or closed, it's all right. Makes no difference. Just find the shape that suits you best. And then begin the process of just softening up a little. Letting some tension out of your neck, out of your shoulders. Relaxing your jaw. your cheekbones. Soften the corners of your eyes, relax the corners of your mouth. And then begin to focus in on the feel of your breath. Notice if your back has started to rise and fall, if your bellies begin to expand and contract with your breath. So you know that you're getting past that shallow everyday breath that stays and resides in the lungs and pulling that deeper now down into your belly, starting to use your full capacity to breathe. Oftentimes we take for granted how amazing it is to be able to breathe. It is the one thing that defines whether or not you are alive, right? It's the first thing you do when you come into this world. It's going to be the last thing you do. And every breath that we get in between is just bonus time, right? So if you haven't already, be happy and grateful to be breathing right here, right now. Try a couple more, almost exaggerating the sound and the feel of your breath now. If you're comfortable using Ujjayi Pranayama, that's a deep, smooth, steady breath in and out through the nose, go right ahead. Little constriction in the back of the throat is going to make that breath sound like ocean waves or wind. Your breath is very much like the wind, right? We can't see the wind, but we can see its effect on other things. That's how we know that the wind is blowing. We can hear it. We can see things moving. Your breath is the same. I can't see your breath most of the time unless it's cold outside, but I can see its effect. And you can feel its effect on your body, on your energy, on your mind, even in the little space around you. And start to feel that you're shifting your prana, you're shifting your energy to a place where your body can slow down a little bit. Good. One more time. Exhale everything out. And then carefully, slowly, just shift your weight up. All right, up onto your hands and knees. So like I said, we are going to do some hard work today, but we're going to ease into it. Not just jumping right into anything, but making sure that we're actually warmed up and ready for that type of strengthening work. So let's start moving around a little bit, building some heat. Just get yourself up on your hands and knees, rocking through the spine, forward and back, adding that arch and roundness through for a little cat stretching. Shift your weight back a little as your belly drops, lift your tail, tilt your chin, breathe in, cow pose. Everybody knows how this goes, right? Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Couple more. I like to rock gently with this as well, so that I feel a little bit of movement and forward and back. You can even start to just roll through your spine a little bit, adding some circles or half circles around. Always the option to flip one or both hands and stretch out the creases of your wrists. If you're somebody who is nowadays working from home on a computer, Oh man, flip your hands around like this at least once a day, if not 10 times a day. Make sure that you give some relief to especially the wrists, even all those little tendons on the back of your hand. Try just a few more things here on your own, basically crawling into your own body this morning. Listening to what's going on, figure things out. One little movement, one breath at a time, and then when you feel ready, come on up and take it into your first downward facing dog. Hips up nice and high. Pedal through the feet. Few deep bends in the knees. Get some movement flowing up and down the back side of that body. Heels a little swivel. Okay, and then here's your first taste of some strengthening work. Come right on out and meet me in a high plank. Just stay with me right here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Holding steady. 5. Press your hands down firmly into your mat like you're trying to push the ground away. 4. Draw the navel in and slightly up. So a little squeeze there behind and below the belly button. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. 3, 2, and 1. Take it back to your downward facing dog. Press back again. Exhale completely. Inhale right back out to plank. Hold with me again. This time, if you can, float your right foot for just a breath or two. We did this yesterday, and I forgot about how simple this movement is and how much strengthening work comes from it. So we're going to do it a few more times today. 4, 3, 2. Now listen close. On 1, push to down dog. Don't put your right foot down. Send it up high behind you. Down dog split. And then from there, you can open up your hip or do whatever feels good. Just to loosen up that right side. We're going to take a big step through, and right foot comes to a low lunge. Might take you a couple steps to get your foot through. That's all right. And once you're in the low lunge, drop in. You can let your back knee just tap the mat so you can feel the hip flexors, this frontal inner hip crease spot. Start to warm up a little bit, and then press back. Put your butt up high, maybe flex your front toes a little bit. Check in with the hamstrings. This is a lot like pyramid pose, really just a simple hamstring stretch. Good. Back into the lunge. Let your back knee tap. Inhale. Now think about lifting your chest. Pull your collarbones forward. Exhale. Press back. Dive your forehead toward your shin or your knee. Inhale. Rock with me a few more times. Chin up. Exhale. Press back. 2 more. Breathe in. Low lunge. Exhale, Parashvottanasana, pyramid stretch. 1 more time. Low lunge on the inhale. Exhale, press back, flex. Now listen, look forward. Just step to the top of your mat. A little bit of space between your feet there if you'd like. Hang loose, hang heavy. Swing and sway back and forth. Make sure you give yourself a moment, I should say, to just kind of shake everything out, especially if it's feeling tight or tense in the upper body. All right, and then we're going to reverse. Roll and stack all the way up to stand tall here. I'm going to back up just a little bit. There we go. You can stay right at the top of your mat there. I'm just going to keep myself in frame. Let your hands drop at your sides. Close your eyes. Tadasana, mountain pose. Standing tall and rooted like a mountain, right? You know, mountains rise up from the earth. So you're going to feel your feet rooted in one direction, and the rest of you is rising up through the crown of the head. It's good to think about the image of a strong mountain along with this practice today, because we are going to do a lot of strengthening work. Good. We'll take a full salutation and we'll do that same little sequence we just did on the other side. Hands can come to your heart when you're ready. Inhale, maybe the eyes open. Good. Circle all the way around when you're ready. I'm working against kind of limited space here, so I'm going to get creative with my hands. Take them through heart center on the exhale back down. You're welcome to just swan dive or feel whatever feels good to you. Half lift and lengthen. Step, walk, or hop out to your high plank and hold. Right there at the top. Good. Again, first one, both feet are on the ground. We breathe for 5. Push the ground away. 4. Firm up the low belly. 3. Stretch back through the heels, forward through the crown of the head. 2. And 1. Exhale to downward facing dog. Full breath cycle. In and out. Take it back out to plank again. This time left toes float. Hold at 5. 4. 3. Try not to lean to the right. Keep both hands rooted. Equal pressure in your palms. 2. And then don't set that left foot down. Just kick it up high behind you. Right into a little 3-legged dog or down dog split. Always the option to open your hip, shorten your stance. See how close you can get your right heel to the mat there once you open up your hips? It's kind of remarkable how deep of a hamstring stretch you can get going on the right side. And then when you're ready, swing and step. Here comes your low lunge. Set that foot into place. Give yourself a moment to lower in. Feel that first little tinge of a stretch on the right side. And then when it seems appropriate to do more, we'll start to move. We tap the knee, press up and back, flex your toes. Sink in again. Drop low. Now you can start to lift your chest up a little bit. Exhale, press back. Inhale, rock. Forward lift, breathe. Exhale, take it back. 2 more, breathe in. Exhale, push back. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale, back, flex and stretch. And then gaze forward and step right to the top of the mat. Feet can stay closer together this time if you want. 1 full exhale. And then reverse and rise. Take it all the way up. This time we'll just go straight up to the top. Palms press. Right back down through heart center. Half lift and lengthen. Step, walk, or hop back. Move through chaturanga. So from the top of a push-up position, halfway or all the way down. Up dog or cobra, lift your heart, lift your gaze, pull your belly button forward. Exhale from your core. Back to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg high behind you. Hold it there, shift out to a plank. Breathe. Now 10 little pulses. Can you see my right heel? I'm just going to pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. If you needed to modify, 5. You could do this down on your left knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee comes to the nose, round your back, squeeze, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it up, inhale. Step through, find your low lunge. This time, you can bring it all the way up and off the mat if you want, or you're welcome to keep that back knee down in a strong lunge position. Breathe. 2. And 1. If you're up here off the mat, slowly drop down and join us on the back knee. You're going to let your right hand fall off to the side and just stretch as much as you can, left arm up and over. If these fingertips make it down to the ground, fantastic. If not, it's okay. Feel how deep you're stretching on the left there. Good. Inhale. Use your obliques as you come up. Tilt it to the other side. Good. Back through center. Inhale. Bring it up. We're going back and forth a couple times. Exhale. Really try to touch the ground. Inhale. Squeeze. Obliques and intercostals. Challenge yourself to untuck those back toes behind you. That'll force you to use a little bit more core strengthening. And you feel how you're using your inner thigh muscles here as well. Even though your feet and thighs are apart, it should still feel like you're trying to squeeze them together. Good. We're going to go one more time, side to side. Up. And over once more. Good. Take it back to center, hands on your hips. All right. Trust yourself here that you can move from this position to both knees. And do it, right? At first it seems a little awkward, but there you are. Now you're standing on both knees. Hands can stay on your hips if you want. Otherwise, you can reach them out. I like to go palms up. We're going to do some of that thigh dancing, as my friend Jerry calls it. Bringing it up and down. Remember, what we're not doing here is this. We're not sitting back or rounding. We're keeping a completely flat spine. You'll know when you hit that spot because quads and glutes are going to go, woo, and so is your low belly. All right, 10 of them. Rock it back and forth with me. 9. Imagine squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. If you have a yoga block, put it right there between your inner thighs. 8. Or anything, a book, if you need a little reminder to squeeze. 6. 5. Keep your belly nice and tight. 4. Yeah. Imagine if you could get an adjustment from your teacher right now. They came, put one hand right there softly over your navel and one on your low back. You're not allowed to move out of that space, right? 3. 2. Come back with me. Last one. Hold for 5. 4. Should be almost shaken. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Set your hands and knees on the mat. Take a few cat-cow stretches just to release. 2, 1. Toes under, hips high. Exhale completely. Left leg up behind you. Hold that down dog split and shift out to a plank. Toes are still lifted behind. 10 times you're going to pulse up. 2, 3, 4. Modification would just be down on the right knee, no problem. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it back up. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Shift forward. Get your shoulders right over your wrists and pull that knee up. Even if you can't actually touch your nose, give it a shot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick back up. Inhale. Exhale, step through. Lunge can be all the way down to start, or maybe this first few breaths you bring it up, depending on what you want to feel. Start to cultivate that sensation of squeezing the inner thighs toward each other, even though they're apart. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 2, 1. Now sink down to the back knee if you're not there already. Left hand's going to drop first. First time you do this, go slowly. Make sure that you don't overexert those side body muscles. Maybe you can touch your fingertips. Untuck your back toes. Inhale through. Tilt slightly to the other side. Try to touch your fingertips. Keep the low belly pulling in. Side body squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, lean. Keep going through the middle. Inhale right there. Obliques, intercostals helping. Exhale. We're going to go one more time. Here it is. Inhale up. Exhale, tilt. Inhale. One more time, up and over. Hands come back. Deep breath in, straight up. Good. And then take them down, move to both knees. Squeeze those inner thighs. Even if there's nothing there, just use your imagination. Fire everything up. Hands can stay right there at the hips, or again, take them out front if you want a little counterbalance. Rock with me 10 times. 1, 2. Now maybe the first set didn't feel like much. The second one always will. 3. And if you're still not feeling anything, lean back further. 4. It should feel like if you go back any further, you're going to have to bend and sit down, right? You want to hit that spot. 5. Halfway there. Keep rocking. 6. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 7. Use your glutes. Use your quads. Use your low belly. Use your low back. 8. 9. Remember, 360 degrees around your body. Not just your abs. 1 more, rock back. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Whew. Put yourself down for a moment. Little spinal release there. Okay, we're going to see some of those movements again in just a moment, but for now, take a quick water break if you need one, or maybe just sit back in hero, close your eyes, couple exhales out your mouth if you're starting to get a little warm. I can't tell you guys how hard it is for me to do this type of like core strengthening strength work without really good music, like blasting. So I hope you have some good music on. I'm just tired of fighting with Instagram about music stuff, and sometimes I'll teach this whole class and at the very end they won't tell you until you've completed your class that you're not able to post it because it's got music in the background, like they've been listening the whole time, and understandable, you know, we don't want to steal music rights from people, so. And I want you guys to be able to have classes to do, so that's the sacrifice I'm making, but hopefully you've got some tunes blasting that are inspiring to you. When you feel ready to move on, no need to rush, but when the time is right, come forward, meet me on your hands and knees one more time. Good, we're going to start one more little sequence here, and then we're going to put it all together at the end and make one big flow. So from the hands and knees, pick up that right knee behind you, right? So maybe you already did this modified earlier, and that's okay. My knee is bent. See my leg? 90 degrees. If you flex your foot, you might be reminded to keep that leg engaged a little bit, but pointing's okay too. Whatever's natural to you. Same thing, little pulses up. You're just gonna pulse up, 2, working in sets of 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now do 10 more, but pull your knee all the way down side by side with your left leg, and then all the way up. Full range of motion now. 1, 2. Try to keep your gaze down, less tension in the neck and shoulders. 3, 4. Feel how you're using your low belly muscles here, not just your booty. 6, 7, 8. Keep pulling. Low abs up and in. 9, 10. Lift back up. Pull it out and open to the side. Right? Just like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. That's the move. That's why they call these fire hydrants, obviously. We're going to lift and lower. Squeeze and lift. 2. Squeeze the thighs together. Lift. 3. Up. 4. Up. Keep breathing. 5. Good. 5 more. Up. 4. Lift. 3. 2. Good. One more time. Lift up. Hold with me right there. Can you hold? Can you just stay right there? Extend your leg out to the side as far as you can. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Try not to lean to the left too much. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Push it back to child's pose. Whew. Okay, we take a little break from this child's pose, or a break from the backside body at least. You just drop down to your elbows, slither yourself out onto your belly. Good. Backside body work now. Starting from your elbows. Let me grab my towel because I am definitely starting to sweat. Okay. Come on down and just get everything relaxed on the ground. Make sure you've got a little bit of space around you because you're going to open your feet up pretty wide. And then we're going to put hands behind the head. So just lightly the fingertips supporting from the base of the skull up the back of your head. Let your forehead relax all the way down for a moment. 10 times we are going to lift anything off the mat that we can. Exhale completely first. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1. Take it up. And down. 2. So this is just a variation of locust pose, Shavasana. 3. 4. Lift again. 5. Inhale. 6. You got it. Lift. 7. Keep going. 8. Lift again. 9. Whew. 1 more. Inhale. Lift. Hold it. You know it. For 5. 4. Keep lifting. 3. Little higher. 2. Yes, you can. And 1. Now just relax. Let everything soften. Take one ear down. Couple of big breaths. Chin to center. Up onto your forearms. Good. Interlace your fingers. Tuck your toes. If you are able to do so, lift. And breathe. 10. Forearm plank. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Put your knees down. Good. Walk off your elbows to your hands and press back to child's. All right. Shift yourself up. Take a quick downward facing dog. There's one last little piece to this puzzle. Lift your right leg up nice and high. Take a big step through. Find your low lunge. Bring it all the way up if you can. Full breath. Good. This time we're going to sweep the hands back. Lean out. Make your body strong like an arrow shooting through the sky. Right? Fire up the glutes. Fire up the low belly. Pull your shoulder blades together and fire up your back muscles. All right? You can stay right here. If you'd rather just hold this for about 10 breaths, that's a big enough challenge on its own. Otherwise, you're going to come off your back foot, Find warrior three. Again, we did something a little bit like this yesterday, but today we're gonna add in hands to heart center, and we're gonna do some little pulse, bending that right knee, just up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, don't give up. 5, stop if you need to take a break, and then jump back in. That's not giving up, right? That's listening to your body. 6, 7, 8, 9, almost there. 10, get low and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, stand all the way up. Feel the difference in the size of your body. Shake things loose if you need to. All right, full body. Inhale all the way up to stand. Exhale, take your dive down. Let's vinyasa, half lift and lengthen. Step, walk, or hop back. And move through chaturanga, up dog or cobra, back to downward facing dog. Lower to your hands and knees. Oh, you forgot, didn't you, that we have to start all the way over again on the left side. So, left knee lifts. These first 10 are just little pulses. You're not going to let your knee come down from that 90-degree position. Just the toes or the heel, whatever you're driving through, is lifting. See that little foot popping out from the top of my head? There it is, just like that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now same movement but bigger. Pull the knee all the way down till it's side by side with your right knee, and then kick all the way up as high as you can. Just like that. Slow and controlled. 2. Now you don't need to see me. You can take your gaze down. That's going to help you relax your neck. 3. Kick up. 4, 5, low belly pulls in tight. 6, 7, 8, keep squeezing. 9, and 10, hold, open out to the side. Remember, up and down, squeezing the inner thighs together. If you're one of those people that has one of those awesome elastic thigh bands, holy buckets, put one of those babies on, and that's like a whole new world. But in the meantime, we'll just pretend like we have one on, right? So we'll squeeze that thigh back in. Lift it up, squeeze it back in. Good. 5, 6, 4 more now. 7, keep breathing. 8, squeeze it in. 9. One more time, pull it in. 10, lift back up. Hold. If you can extend your leg out, extend it. Try not to lean everything to the right and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down for a moment. Push back, stretch out your butt. And slither on out like a little snake onto your belly. Okay, doing a little bit of that lifting backside body work again. This time we're going to go alternating hand and foot. So make sure you get all of your little things and trinkets out of the way if you've got some stuff around your mat, because you're going to spread out like a big letter X. Forehead comes down to rest for a moment. Alternating hand and foot. I don't care which side you start with. Just opposite combo. Right hand, left foot, or left hand, right. Lift up and exhale down. Good. Other way. Up and down. Keep breathing. Release. Inhale and exhale down. Good. Lift and lower. Lift. Connect your breath. And lower. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Keep going. Up. And down. Take breaks if you need. Couple more now. Lift. Lift. That's 6 on each side. Right? Here's 7. And 7. Few more. 8. Lift. Make sure you're going high enough that you can feel your low belly and your low back working together. 8. 8. Yes, you can. 2 more each side. Keep breathing. 9. Lift. Lift. 10. And 10. Relax. Soften. Take that other ear down. Maybe draw your big toes together. Let your heels flop apart. And if it feels good, you can even shake out your hips and your low back. Okay. Oh, we still have some work to do, so let's get on it. Bring it up. Push back. Quick breath in child's. Moving through to downward facing dog. To take your left leg up high. Give it a moment. Kick behind you. Inhale. Good. Big step through. Lunge. This one, come all the way up if possible. Good. Once you're strong, sweep the hands back and make yourself even stronger. Fire up. Shoulder blades together on your back. Navel tucks in. Good. You can stay right here for about 10 breaths, or you can draw your hands to your heart and lift to warrior 3. Notice if you have differences in the sides of your body and account for that. Pulse with me, little baby lunging on the left side. 3. Just letting that knee bend. Doesn't have to be a huge deep bend in the knee, just a little pulse. 5. Keep going. 4. You can hear my creaky knee. 3. 2. And 1. Get down low. Hold this one. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Stand up. Shake it all out. Whew. And full vinyasa. Inhale up. Sun salutation. Exhale right back down. Half lift and lengthen. Step walker, hop back. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower. Up dog cobra. And back to downward facing dog. Okay, drop to your knees. Take a moment. Little water break. Find your breath. Slow everything down. Whew. If you're starting to feel too warm, you can always take a few exhales out through the mouth. That'll help cool down the body. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, as promised, you're going to get everything through one more time in one big sequence. If you're pooped out and you want to sit this part out and maybe just kind of do a few other poses you were hoping to get into your practice today, that's always a-okay. No biggie. If you want to flow with me one more time, we're going to flow. We'll come through to our back. We'll do one last little abdominal strengthener and then spinal twist and call it a day. So the end is in sight. Okay, I'm feeling ready. If you're ready to join me, you can join me whenever you're ready to do so. I'm going to take it to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, I'm going to lift my right leg up nice and high. Shift out to a plank and 10 little pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to kick all the way back. Lift your right leg higher. Knee to your nose and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it up on your inhale. Step all the way through to a low lunge. Drop your back knee down. Arms come up on your inhale. Good. Lean to your right. Tap your fingertips. Use your side body muscles here. Inhale. Lean to your left. Untuck your back toes. Squeeze your inner thighs. Back through center. 2. Pull it through. Back and forth. Good. We'll just do one more now. 3. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And 3. Hands come to your hips, or you can leave your hands out to the side and step back, find your knees. Good. Same position. On your low back, on your hips, or out in front. Rock back and forth. Sticking with 10 on this one though. And so by the time we're done, you'll have done 40 of these today. That's pretty decent. 3, you will feel that one tomorrow, I promise you. 4, keep rocking back, squeeze. 5, speed up a little bit. 6, challenge yourself. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come forward. Land on your hands and knees. Reset the body a little bit if you need to. Pick up your right knee, pulse, little ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 big ones. All the way up, all the way down. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm taking the tempo up a little bit. 6, if you need to move slower, move slower. 7, 8, 9, 10. Open and close from the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press back, stretch to child's pose. 1 big exhale. Slide forward to your belly. Locust pose. Lift up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 more. Don't stop breathing. Inhale, exhale. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just rest for a moment. Hands slide in. Good. All right, let's get to the elbows again. Just try for 5 with me. When you're ready, lift, forearm plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, up to your hands. Hold a high plank for the other 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to skip that last lunge sequence. You lucked out because otherwise we're going to run out of time. Left leg up high. Right there from down dog, shift out. 10 little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push up and back higher into your down dog split. Knee to your nose and squeeze. Shift forward, shoulders over the wrists. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back up. Inhale. Good. Step through. Drop into your low lunge. Arms come up. Good. Lean. Left side first. Touch your fingertips. Squeeze your inner thighs. Through center, there's your inhale. Tilt the other way on the exhale. That's 1. We'll do them 3 times, back and forth. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale. Lean to the right. And 1 more time. Low belly muscles. Squeeze in, reach up and over. Back through center. Hands can stay out or hands to your hips. Shift to your knees. Whew. Here it is, your final set. Okay. If you want, really challenging, hands up here behind your head, kind of prisoner style. Good. 1, 2, rock back, squeeze. 3, 4, 5. We're going to be working right up to the end today. 6, 7. You've been at it, man, for 53 minutes now. You can do this. 9. Hold the last one. Please, please, just hold on to it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down to your hands and knees. Maybe a little cat-cow stretch. Step those knees in. Here comes that booty work. When you're ready, little pulses. Left knee off the mat. Pulse through the toes or the heel. 2, 3. A little quicker in this set. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big now. All the way in, all the way up. 1, 2, 3. Gaze down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Open to the side, up and down. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Behind and below the navel. What's going on? 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and hold that last one up. 1. Walk back a little bit. Stretch out your butt. Stretch out your low back. Good. Stay with me, guys. You're almost there. Come on out to your belly. All right. Opposite hand and foot. Stretch yourself out like a big letter X. We won't do all 10 here. We're just going to go back and forth 5 times. So 5 on each side. There's 1 and 1. Good. Again. 2 and 2. Are you breathing? Inhale. Exhale out. 3, 3, 4, 4. 1 more. 5 and 5. And relax for a second. Let that tension out of your shoulders, out of the back of your neck. Okay, scoot back a little bit. Make sure you're in a good spot. Forearms down, interlace the fingers. Pop it up. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 hand, then the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, down dog on 1. Exhale completely. Jump through to a seat. Yay! All right. So we're going to lower down onto our back. If you need a quick sip of water or anything else nearby that you might want to have for Shavasana, take what you need. Of course, we're not just going to go right onto our back. We're going to lower from boat. This is your one little piece of abs here. From boat pose, breathe with me. I'm going to turn to the side. You stay put. 5, 4, 3, 2. How low can you go without giving up? Little boat. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back up, back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down for 4, 3. Right here. 2, 1. Tuck that belly in. Back up for 3, 2, 1. Down for 3. Now, if you needed some help here, 2, 1. You could be using your hands to push up. That's okay. Here we are for 2, 1. We're down for 2, 1. We're going to take it up and down 5 singles. Yes, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lay down and relax. That's it. No more hard work. Knees come in for a squeeze. As promised, we're going to do a little spinal twist and go right into Shavasana. So after those knees got a little rock from side to side, let them fall to one direction. Hi, babe. Let them fall to the other side. Over here. Go on. After you've got both sides, if you really just need 1 or 2 more little things to help release any tension from your low back, the creases of your hips, your spine, whatever it might be, go right ahead. Otherwise, just let yourself fall right into Shavasana. One final intentional breath and exhale that out. And now just let your breathing come back to a nice, easy, natural rhythm. Okay, as always, you guys stay put. I'm just going to say thank you for hopping on. Thank you for taking care of your body and still getting on the mat with me. We'll be working on the new summer schedule, so I'll keep you posted on that. 10 a.m.s are live every day this week, however. I love you. I miss you. I'll see you soon. Stay cool and hydrated. Namaste.